Namaste viewers, welcome to Jnana Degula channel. Today we will move on to in this video we will move on to the third shloka of Sri Lakshmi Nrusimha Karavalambana Stotra. This Lakshmi Nrusimha Karavalambana Stotra was written by Sri Adi Shankaracharya. The third shloka, I will recite the shloka. Saṁsāra Dāva Dahana Ākara. The first line. The second line is Jvālā Dagdha Tanūruhasya. The third one is Tvatpada Padma Sarasiruha Magatasya. Sarasiruham Agatasya. Lakshmi Nrusimha Karavalambana. I will repeat this shloka again. Saṁsāra Dāva Dahana Bhīkara. Jvālā Dagdha Tanūruhasya. Tvatpada Padma Sarasiruhamagatasya. Lakshmi Nrusimha Karavalambana. The entire thing is in Sanskrit. We will try to understand word by word, all the words, and then we will just summarize the words, summarize the shloka, and then see the exact meaning. Saṁsāra. Saṁsāra means the cycle of worldly existence, birth and death, and all the things that come to us, all the difficulties, everything that comes to us is samsara. Dāva Dahana. It is like a forest fire. Samsara, Sri Adi Shankaracharya equates the samsara to Dāva Dahana, forest fire, which is wild forest. It doesn't know, it doesn't, it burns everything like that. Ākara Bhīkara Voru. This source or place, Dahana, fireplace, is terrifying, is fearsome, and then it is huge and intense. Ākara Bhīkara Voru. The fire is terrifying, fearsome, huge and intense. Jvālā, intense flame. This Jvālā is also, he calls it Avaḷībhiḥ. Avaḷībhiḥ means tongues or rows of flames. Say like, when the flame, it just fire flames, solar flares, like this, the tongues of rows of flames. Dagdha, that means extremely, excessively burnt. It is very Tanūruhasya, that means of the body, of the hairs of the body. All the things, it is Dagdha, it is burning. This thing is burning. Tvatpada Padma, your feet, lotus, Sarasiruha. Another word for lotus. Agatasya, one who has come or reached. Lakshmi Nrusimha Karavalambana. O Lord Nrusimha, consort of Lakshmi, please, please give me your hand, support. You please give me support and then lift me from the samsara, ghora, dahana. Now we will combine all these things, whatever we saw the meaning of these words, we will combine and then see the total meaning. So this shloka is also a very highly poetic, and it's a powerful plea, it's a powerful request from the devotee who is deeply troubled by the painful nature of the worldly life. The worldly life is very painful. Let us understand the shloka as a vivid expression of spiritual agony and a desperate yearning for divine refuge. So this verse opens with the metaphor of samsara, the cycle of worldly existence, being compared to a forest fire. Dāva Dahana. Just like a wildfire spreads quickly, uncontrollably, undestructively, it destroys everything. So does human life when it is consumed by desires, when it is consumed by attachments, when it is consumed by worries and ignorance. So this fire of this desire, things like attachment, destructive, uncontrollable, destructive, this thing is described as Bhīkara. Bhīkara means terrifying, very fearsome, indicating how fearsome and overwhelming these sufferings can be. So the flames of this fire are not ordinary. They are Jvālībhiḥ, meaning very large, very intense tongues of flame, representing mental suffering, emotional burns, and the uncontrollable consequences of the karma. These flames have Dagdha Tanūruhasya. These flames have burned every part of the being, symbolizing how the material world scorches one's soul, exhausting both the mind and the body. But amidst this destruction, there is a hope. The devotee says, I have come to your lotus feet, O Lord Nrusimha. I have come as a refugee. The feet of the Lord are likened to a lotus, soft, soothing, and sacred, the symbol of divine grace and cool refuge, in contrast to the burning heat of the worldly suffering. Tvatpada Padma Sarasirhum Agatasya suggests that just like a water lily seeks the calming water to survive, the soul of the devotee has come to seek the cooling shelter of the God's feet. Cooling shelter at the God's feet. So the final line is a plea. Lakshmi Nrusimha, please extend your hand. Nrusimha Mamadehi Karavalambam. So Karavalambam means support by the hand. So just like as a parent holds the hand of a small baby, it is not just physical help but a spiritual upliftment, a prayer for the Lord to reach down into the flames of suffering and lift the devotee into safety and peace. So to summarize, this verse expresses the pain of being trapped in the burning forest of worldly life. The suffering is intense and unbearable, and the devotee feels completely burnt and broken. But just like a flower turns into the sun, the devotee turns to the soothing lotus feet of Lord Lakshmi Nrusimha, who is the embodiment of the compassion and strength. He prays for one thing, the divine hand of protection and support. The message is that no matter how deep the pain, reaching out to God with sincere devotion can bring rescue, relief, and salvation. Yes, with this explanation on this third shloka, we conclude this episode. I hope this was quite interesting. Please like, share, and then subscribe to my channel. Thank you, viewers, for your valuable time in listening to this. Thank you. Please post your comments in the comment box. Thank you.